Hey guys, welcome to the daily recap. Unfortunately, today I had a very red day. Uh, One of the biggest I've had so far, that's for sure. I basically blew up my account already. It's a small account. I threw it away all in one trade. I just got tired of making a lot of money. I was making too much money. I noticed this week, I gotta humble myself, and I basically threw the account away. So, I had thought about this for a while. I've been plotting, and I felt that right now is the best time. My channel's pretty small. I should just pull the trigger on this one. Like, why not? Maybe I'll get a couple more views or something. So I also wanted to wish everybody a happy April Fool's Day. I hope everybody had some good laughs and some pretty good pranks. Get them good. So anyway, in all seriousness, I did take a couple trades today. We're gonna review them in a bit. I did come out green overall. Wasn't a huge amount or anything, but it was nice to see, that I finished the week with this amount. As some of you may know, it's Good Friday tomorrow, so the market's not open, and this would technically be the last day of the week in terms of trading. So I'd have to, come back. I guess Monday is when I'll come out with my next video. We'll go ahead and see what happens then. But until Monday next week, we're gonna go ahead and continue here and give you today's daily recap. See you there. So we're getting a 2 candle pullback, which is perfect. So I might buy in here. The high is 950. Well, try to get in there at 905, 908, I guess. That sucks. Buy there. Sell up there. 948. It's like 18 cents. That actually kind of sucks. I really do wish I got filled at the VWAP entry, which I would have got filled at, 908. Okay, so with PFIN, I was able to see it a couple candles in. It did make a huge move. I honestly didn't think this was going to be the one. I think I was watching it on this candle, but I didn't think it was going to be the one just because all the other ones were failing, like FT, and a couple more. They were just all failing. I think even Wafu again popped up today, but it just, hit VWAP and then it finally just faded off that level. So this one actually surged through VWAP and I was watching it. But after I'd seen this huge rejection, I was like, okay, I'm done. And I just went to another stock. Then I seen this happen, went all the way up from, 875 to 960. I was like, wow, that's almost a whole dollar. That's looking really good. It was basically a whole dollar. I think right here was like 960 or 860, and then up here was the same thing, 960. So then I was waiting for a perfect pullback. It gave me one good pullback there, and I was like, okay, well, if this can give me a 2 candle pullback, which has basically been the strategy this entire week, this one's been working out for me pretty well. It gave me a 2 candle pullback right off VWAP, and I noticed that's another thing that's been trending is each 2 candle pullback would pull back near VWAP and then bounce, and it would continue higher. So that's my plan. I try to buy here, as you see. I try to buy in. I cancel my order at 908, and I just waited for the next 1 minute open. Here, I just immediately bought. I didn't care if it really dropped a little lower. And the reason I sold right here was because I expected an immediate break, but at the same time, due to this high red volume, I really wasn't feeling it. I did love the setup on the 10-minute, and I also love this setup on the 5-minute. However, because of all that, red volume that had came in, it really made me hesitant on the trade. I don't necessarily pay attention to the volume so much, but it's also, 950 is a huge resistance spot, and that's another reason why I sold. 950 is going to be a tough level to break because that's the half dollar. Usually the half dollars and the whole dollars are very tough to break. So knowing that the whole dollar was here with VWAP, made me even more comfortable trying to buy in at VWAP. Now, eventually this did break and I did miss an opportunity to get in there. But as you see, it just failed and, it just starts breaking below VWAP. I'm just not interested that much in it anymore. So unfortunately, I was not able to record my options trade. However, I did pull up TradingView so that way I can go ahead and show you guys once more exactly what happened. Basically, I noticed that Facebook made a huge move. It gapped up from, I believe, 295 here, yeah, all the way up to 298.50. It had a huge move, pre-market. Then it goes from 298.50 and doesn't even pull back. Well, it pulls back, but not much. And then it shoots all the way to 302.50. And I noticed this is such a huge move. As expected, big pullback, small climb up, bigger pullback, and then from there it just kind of starts fading away. It starts fading at this level. There's no true trend here, I don't believe. I didn't really find a true trend. I just noticed that it popped up and then it stair stepped up, faded, went back up, faded, went back up, faded, and then right here is just trading sideways. So sideways, sideways, sideways. This is the move that I wish I would have taken. I was actually watching it. I was watching it right here, and I noticed it bounced off VWAP, and that's when I stopped watching it because I noticed it bounced. It ended in a hammer doji, and I wasn't having it. I thought it was gonna bounce off VWAP and then just start curling up from there, but it actually ended up doing what I wanted to do later. I figured since it never broke this level, I thought it was just going to continue higher and just push through as a flat top breakout. But what ended up happening was, as expected, later it faked out to the top side and then it broke lower. I was waiting almost the entire day for it to break low of day here. It did break at this point and also broke a couple times over here, several times here. But nothing really held. It just broke, then popped, then broke, then popped, then broke, then popped. So just non-stop back and forth action until it finally squeezed to the downside. It actually pushed lower just how I expected it to. It didn't fill the gap entirely, as you can see here. This is 295. It didn't fill the gap entirely. It just went to 296.50 and then bounced up, and then from there it took off to the long side. So we do have some more resistance points that we can draw later on, but let's go over to the trade that I took. I was watching Facebook after I seen this huge move that I missed. I went ahead and kept watching it to the downside, to the short side, I mean. Now I was watching it up here and I was debating whether to get in at 305.50. I was also debating to get in here at 301 because I knew that this had a short side to it. I just wasn't sure when it would happen. I was waiting for too much confirmation. I wanted to make sure it was going to break below 300 and hold below 300 for sure. So I seen this pop up here. I was debating for a long time. It held this level really well actually for a while. I was just debating whether I should get in. I don't know. I finally didn't get in until this candle here, at the very bottom of the candle. I ended up getting my entry around 299.50, 299.70, somewhere in that range. I got filled. It ended up popping up a little bit. I got really nervous. I was like, oh, I think I just caught the bottom and now it's gonna go back up. Just because I'd seen this, 3 candle trend here. It looked like it was forming some sort of higher low. So I really wasn't feeling it. Thankfully though, I held my position and it ended up dropping quite a decent amount in this one candle. So it dropped a decent amount and I ended up selling right here at the bottom. Unfortunately, I couldn't get the $100 I was looking for. I was looking for about 110, 115 on this trade. But because I had to confirm my order with a biometrics, I ended up not getting it out in time to sell at the bottom. Instead, it popped up here and I sold for about $10 less. So I finished $96 on this trade. That's okay. I did, at the time, I didn't even notice the low of day was right there. I was too busy, debating on where I should sell. And like I said, I didn't notice the low of day was there. However, if I did notice, I definitely would have held because I knew it could break low of day because it was literally just a couple cents away. So I would have held and that would have been an even bigger trade if I did hold. But regardless, I'm really happy that I came out profitable on that side. Options this week was just really bumpy. Never, any profit this week. I never got any really good trades in until today. It was actually a very good trade. and I took profits while I could because I was not going to sit and wait. So I finished the day with $79.54 in my stock market account, as well as $96 in my options trading account, for a combined total of $175.54. Overall, this week in my stock market account alone, I finished up $343.16. As well as my options trading account, I had 2 losses and 1 big winner, for a combined total of $48 profit. Now, if you combine all this together, I ended up finishing up the week in both accounts with a total of $391.16. I really want to thank you all for tuning in and watching my videos. If there's any improvements or changes I can make, be sure to comment them below. I'd really love to help you guys out in terms of making some changes and hopefully getting a better understanding as to what I'm doing right, what I'm doing wrong in my videos. I would really like to explain myself better and work on these areas as well. So any little minor changes or major changes that you see, or any tips you can provide, would be very helpful. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and finish off this video here. Have a great Easter Sunday, and I'll go ahead and see you next week for some more daily recaps. Take care.